Hello and welcome, my sweaty simpzillas. It's SJB here. We're playing some Impossible today on High Finance, an advanced map. Going fancy for you guys. I wanted to try to pull off something sort of weird. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but the update has been out for a while, and I still have not done certain things like showing off Pat Fusty's new skin. I still have not talked about some of the upgrades that got changes, like the Druid, or the Spirit of the Forest, and some other kind of random changes that I kind of want to go over today. So I'm going to finish off with the update talk with this action right now and today. It should be noted that things are already going a little bit wrong, but not horribly wrong. We're lucky because Impossible does cost more money, but we get the road spikes from our monkey knowledge. So even if we make a silly little starting mistake, it's not that big of a deal. We can kind of like get going in here eventually. So anyways, we've got a lot to talk about today, but let's jump a little later in the game. SJB. So to start you guys off, here's Pat Fusty's new Godzilla skin, or Kaiju skin. He can go on water, which is actually kind of cool for this map. I think I'm gonna throw him right here. I feel like this is like just the right spot, man. Bam! There he is. Looking pretty good, Kaiju Pat. Got cool eyes, cool little like blue fur-looking stuff here. He's interesting, to say the least. He definitely scares me a little bit, though. I gotta be honest. Like I don't know if I'd want to fight this guy or be friends with him or give him a handshake or even a hug. All right, those nails would probably just literally cut my head off all in one terrible swoop right there. Kaiju Pat, definitely the scariest BTD6 hero so far. Not as huggable and lovable as before, which is a little upsetting. But you know what? I get it. You got to have a skin for everybody, and that might be just the skin to answer all skin problems. Anyways, what's next on the agenda? Well, this is Impossible, which means money should be kind of scarce, and I don't want it to be scarce. We have to make some money. How are we going to do that crap? Well, first of all, I wanted to buy, let's see, what's the cheapest one of these guys we can get? They're all 1,500. Oh, what the heck? 1,500 for these puppies? That is kind of ridiculous, man. Paying 1,500 bucks and then another 1,370. Oh, all right, I'm going to change my strategy. We're not going to be going for a farm to start. Instead, we're going to be going for an alchemist. All right, I'm going to throw him up here. We're probably going to go for an early rubber to gold and then swap into a banana farm play a little later on. Just because I don't feel like wasting all of my money early game on something that doesn't pop any balloons. All right, any which way, things are going okay right now, but we're going to need to buy more crap. So let's buy some fast firing and also get ready for this lead to gold because we're going to need to spend a lot of money on this thing. Ooh, I can tell you right now, this is going to be super duper tight. Got to save about $1,200 for my lead to gold here. I'm already struggling against the Bloons too, which is really upsetting. We're going to use Pat Fusty's ability here. Or excuse me, Kaiju Pat now. He's not Pat Fusty no more. And get that lead to gold. No! 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 I'm restarting because I just hate that idea so much. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry to make that happen, but it made me so unbelievably angry to watch me not make this delicious money, even though I worked really hard to make this stupid thing happen. But anyways, any which way, we are now alive. Life is decent enough at this point, and it's time to go for a cannon ship and also somehow get some cam detection in here because right now I got like nothing. Not like nothing. I got nothing at this point in the game. And I still want to get a rubber to gold, and I still want to get banana farms, too. And all of this is just to do one thing, to get a Spirit of the Forest. We just got to have a good early game to make a good late game happen, so yeah, let's try to do that. All right, it's time to start some real action here. Now, normally Spirit of the Forest placement is kind of important, but they're making it even more important these days. Because the spikes or the thorns that are right next to this druid are going to do the most damage by a much larger quantity. So we want to put this guy right in the middle of the map, or at least right where we think a lot of balloons are going to kind of pile up. And because there's two different paths here, we're going to think that we want him to go kind of near here and kind of near here. And that makes the most sense to me. There's no other, like, perfect spot. Over here might be okay as well, but I kind of like the idea of putting him next to my village, so it just kind of works out this way. And we're going to go straight into a Druid of the Jungle here. Woo! Now, the range doesn't really matter too much. At this point in the game, I just care about just total popping power, so we're going to go for the Heart of the Thunder here. Some people might think that the attack speed and everything is going to matter more for us. I think it's actually not going to matter more because the Spirit of the Forest also got a slight nerf. Again, it's not always just buff, 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 or nerf, nerf, nerf. It's like a little bit of a buffity, nerfity combo to make him different. And that's why this is somewhat interesting. Is this buffity, nerfity combo going to make him better, or is it going to make him worse? Ooh, yeah, interesting. Well, we got some time. We got some things to do here. So I think I'm going to farm just a little tiny bit more. I don't want to go cray-cray, but I'm thinking like a 3-2 banana farm, maybe 3-2 banana farms, and save out for a Spirit of the Forest as soon as I possibly can, while still getting some random support towers here and there. You can tell Spirit of the Forest doing... not Spirit of the Forest. Druid of the Jungle, actually, surprisingly doing a really, really good job so far. But it will not last forever. All right, valuable bananas. Good combos overall. Decent. I'm happy. And we get another banana farm. This is actually pretty fantastic. We're making a lot of money right now. Ooh, Pat Busty. Excuse me. Kaiju Pat just got his first level 10 big boy change here. He's like a Mecha Kaiju now. That's pretty cool. I mean, you guys know about Mecha Godzilla, right? That was like one of the big Godzilla movies back in the day. Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. Who do you think would actually win in real life? I mean, honestly, I got to go with the robot. You know, doesn't feel pain, doesn't feel any, you know, if we're talking about super intelligent, mega ridiculous, advanced warfare in the future kind of stuff. But the weird thing about Godzilla is that his skin could, like, tank bullets and missiles and crap, and it, like, made him stronger. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, it really gets down and dirty if you really want to, can't take it down and think about it. So if you wanted to get up and you wanted to, have some thoughts about that. Yeah. Anyways, what you're going to notice here is I have not spent a lot of my money recently because I'm thinking about selling everything for an early Spirit of the Forest. It's kind of a risky play because it's not the greatest against Moabs and stuff like that, but it's also not horrible. And if I sell both of these banana farms, it's about 10K, another 5K here. We got $15,000 here. So we map that out. We'll need about $27,000 saved up, and that seems within a reasonable amount of money that we could afford here before poop definitely hits the fan. That is, as long as this BFB gets destroyed, which I'll be honest, I don't know. We gotta hope that Pat is gonna do some mega... Oh, you know what? Let's hug it, and then we'll smack attack. Oh, I was a little bit early on the smack attacks, but that's okay. It seems like it's going all right. Oh, look at that smack. That was delish. Absolute deliciousness. All right, still going to struggle a little bit against these Bloons. There's a lot of them. A lot of them, but we take it down. Beautiful. All right, if we can survive around 61 here, I'm definitely going to sell everything and go for this guy. If I could keep the rubber to gold, even better. If I can't, though, then we'll make it work. All right, we got a bunch of Moabs coming in. No problem, no problem. Nice smack, Pat. All right, 62, here it is. Let's go. Sell and sell. I could wait $1,000. Bad timing on my part, but I could wait $1,000. No big deal. I accept stupidity sometimes. All right, we're almost there. Woo! Spirit of the Forest. Dang. I really thought we were close enough for these super vines to reach over here. We're like legit in his regular range. Why is that happening? That kind of sucks. All right, let's just at least see what's going on for round 63. How well are we going to do here? We got to really, really hope that we're going to be popping literally everything, no problem. Otherwise, we're freaking screwed. All right, good news is 63 does take a long time to actually start coming. Are we popping? What just happened? I never even saw round 63 Bloons. Did they really die that quickly? Oh my god. What is going on right now? These are full-on ceramics supposed to be coming out over here. We don't even see them on the screen. Oh no, there might be rainbows still. Is there ceramics yet? If Moabs pop out, there was a big chunk of ceramics coming out around 65 that we did not even get to see on the screen. Oh my god! Spirit of the Forest is the new best tower in BTD6. Screw Dragon's Breath. This is the god of everything that is BTD6 related. All right, let's get some money flowing in here because we got to make some cool crap happen here long term. Absolutely. But really quickly, I just wanted to actually read the direct quote from Ninja Kiwi about what got changed about the Druid here. It's all Spirit of the Forest related. This is the only thing that's been changed on the Druid. Normally, there's a lot of other kind of random changes going on as well. Not today. Spirit of the Forest base attack damage reduced from 20 down to 6. Like 1/3ing of the amount of damage that a Druid can do with its regular base attack. But Spirit of the Forest Bramble Vine refresh rate increased from 0.3 to 0.1. Oh my god. 3 times as quick? Oh. Spirit of the Forest Bramble Vine lifespan increased from 4.5 seconds to 9 seconds, doubling it. Oh. And then Spirit of the Forest closest track ring, I'm reading this directly. Spirit of the Forest closest track ring Moab and ceramic bonus damage 20 to 30. So I believe what they're saying here is that this right here, this like special darkish, lightish, blue, weird turquoise blue. No, the most bluish of the blue vines, not the turquoisey green vine, and not the brown crap vines. This vine is supposed to be more effective now, upping its damage from 20 to 30, but it's not even about that. To me, it's about the regular base attack, just shooting way, way, way quicker, basically taking ceramics down into nothing. This makes my rubber to gold basically worthless at this point, so whoop, you gone. He's never going to get another rubber to gold action in here at all, because we're just popping the balloons too quickly. It's kind of absurd how quickly we're popping these balloons. It's not like I have a spam of a bunch of these guys all over the place. This is my one singular Spirit of the Forest doing all of this work right here. And I don't have many other towers. I've got a random crappy sniper here who's doing something, a random crappy dart monkey who's doing something, a pretty nice cannon ship, and a pretty cool looking Pat Fosty who's not even able to attack the balloons anymore because his range is so tiny, and Druid of the Forest is complete and unbelievable oblivion for balloons over the entirety of the screen here. Absurdity. Absolute absurdity right now. All right, I think I gotta call it already. I think this is one of the new best towers in the game. Like, no joke. I'm not even messing around at this point. This is good. All right, but you know what? We should note that the 60s and the early 70s are usually some of the easier rounds in the game. So maybe once we get to free play-ish, 80 plus, maybe things will start to change a little bit. I just don't know for sure. We'll have to kind of wait and see. 75 is another round that's often fairly difficult for a lot of players, especially if you're trying to save up money for something big. You might not be able to afford it around 75 because you're not making that much money in the 60s and early 70s. But it does not seem to matter for us. Once we get to these vines that are even remotely close to us, things are just over. And this does not include the fact that I'm pretty sure vines can multiply on top of themselves and do double the damage. I actually am not 100% sure, like on balance, I don't know for sure that if you go around 6 times in a row, that you're going to do 6 times the damage, but it definitely feels like that, or at the very least, you don't hit your pierce cap as fast, and it doesn't seem like we really have a pierce cap here almost at all. So, dang, dude. This is just overall very, very, very impressive. 78 now, and of course, he does have the cam protection automatically, but I don't even think he really needed it. Oh, and this is without jungle drums. Oh, I've had jungle drums the entire game. Let's buy that just so you guys don't get too mad at me. Let's buy this banana farm just so you guys don't get too mad at me. And then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do here, because right now, this is just domination. We've had no issues whatsoever. If all I have to do is buy something that pops Moabs a little bit, and we automatically win, then heck yeah, dude. Let's get something that pops Moabs. All right, so if there is anything that is a weakness here, you can look at the pop count. It's going up. It's not drastic, but it's definitely going up here on his oh my god. The bigger the balloon, the harder it is for us to actually get going in here. Luckily for us, I've got glue and Pat Fosty, which slows this down mad style. And once we get to the lower tier balloons, it just doesn't matter anymore. Spirit of the Forest just bloops them out of existence. So I was thinking maybe a super glue. I mean, this guy got buffed pretty hard in the last update too, in an interesting, fun kind of way. Just stunning more balloons. Keep the balloons stunned. Let Spirit of the Forest take over. Holy crap, dude. This is round 81, getting melted in the beginning part of the game here. I honestly believe this could be a decent chimp strategy as well. It's a little different because one of the big buffs of Spirit of the Forest, one of the big like positives of him, is that he makes you extra cash, right? Extra $1,000 per round. So if you get him by round 58, the Spirit of the Forest will pay for himself by the end of round 100. That is already absurd. You get a free tower if you get him early enough in the game. I don't know what round we got him on, but it was around, what, 62? So we were pretty close to getting a Spirit of the Forest in time to pay for himself entirely, but just by just $1,000, not including this random $100. And that doesn't include the fact that he's obviously popping balloons and stuff, too. All right, here we go. Super glue. One of the nice things about getting a super glue in combination with this guy is that super glue sometimes causes chaos because it'll actually be, like, so far off the map that none of your other towers can actually hit balloons when the super glue can. And it can cause some kind of crappy chaos with not being able to pop balloons at all, and you'll get like stuck in this weird, stupid, never-ending oh my god popping. But at the very least, we're doing some damage with this guy and some damage with this guy, and when you add them together, eventually it ends up being not horrible. Plus, if you really wanted to be fancy about something, you could be like, kablamo! And explode crap up the wazizzle. Okay, should be noted that when we do that, our Spirit of the Forest doesn't have anything for a little while, so that's kind of a risky play to do. Yeah, mildly risky. Luckily, Super Glue kept us in the game pretty easily, but I could see that causing some problems later on. All right, again, we just need something else that pops Moab class Bloons. So what do we want to get? So we really do have too much money at this point. I'm going to sell this guy, and we're going to be buying the Moab Dom. I'm also going to be buying faster throwing for this guy just because I like it. Not because I think it's better or anything like that. I'm not going to get any arguments about cross paths on this guy. But I am a little bit sad that maybe I should reposition this guy. I wanted to put him inside the range of the village, but if we can't even hit the Moab, yeah, I'm going to reposition him. Screw that. We're going to put him up here. I think I got enough money to rebuy him if I sell another farm. But bam, Moab Dom. This is not something I would normally do, but I'm just feeling like this is way more fun if we actually get to use these guys in the way that they're kind of designed. The fun kind of way. Though I will admit, I'm a little afraid of DDTs. So afraid that I'm actually going to rebuy a radar scanner here on this Moab Dom. All right, let's build some prep. Why the heck not? All right, how we doing? Oh my god! Dude! This is supposed to be an advanced map. This is supposed to be difficult. Now, I'll admit that I farmed a little bit in the early game, and I got a pretty nice little alchemist to kind of like make things happen here. But I'm really not doing anything fancy or ridiculous here. I'm just letting Spirit of the Forest kind of do everything and buying some random kind of, I don't want to call them support towers necessarily because it's a Super Glue, another 5th tier tower, and another Moab Dom, which is a 5th tier tower. But I'm really not trying to do anything fancy with these guys. You know, I'm just buying something that pops Moab. That's really it. Holy crap. I'm sorry that I'm saying holy crap so much, but I am thoroughly impressed. Sometimes you see an update where you're just like, I can't believe that this is part of the game right now. Take advantage of it. If you're not playing chimps, 100%, get a Spirit of the Forest pretty much every single game. If you're struggle-lugging at all, get a Spirit of the Forest. He's not that expensive. 42k is, I don't want to call it chump change, but like middle of the road for like regular 5th tier towers. A lot of towers cost in the 30s to 40s, and the nice thing about this guy is the previous upgrades are not that expensive and also can make you money, too. Don't forget about that. This map is kind of difficult to make it all actually happen, but if you build like 1 or 2 banana farms, then use this ability here, you're making like almost $1,000 ability. It's kind of absurd. Around 96 here, going down strong. Easy peasy. I am curious about round 98 a little bit. I'm a little curious about round 99, and then I am very curious about round 100. If we lose to round 100, I will not be upset. I will know that there is one weakness to a Spirit of the Forest. Ooh, Pat Foss made it to level 20. Excuse me, Kaiju Pat made it to level 20 here. Looking good, by the way, buddy. Looking good. Now he's fully mecha. So is that what... Maybe... Oh, did you ever think about this? Maybe Godzilla didn't actually have to fight a different built mecha Godzilla. Maybe Godzilla slowly turned more robotic over time. And he's fighting a version of Godzilla from a different time. Oh, you never know. Time traveler. Yeah, I don't know. Get fancy with things. All right, round 98. It seems weird that Bloons are popping within like a few inches of the very entrance of the map, but it is happening. Round 99, this would be our weakness in those situations. And it was not super easy. This was admittedly at least reasonably difficult. That makes sense for us. No cam detection on Super Glue, though. That should be noted. Here we go, round 100. So clearly not doing very many pops with this guy. Not doing very much with this guy. Moab Dom only does so much against a bad balloon here. If we're going to lose, this is going to be it, man. Now, we got 73k, so we can make some crap happen here. But we have to test it out before we get... You know what? Let's do this. Let's go boom, boom, Pirate Lord. Let's just try to beat it this time. Let's try to insta-kill the DDTs. See what happens with the Zoomergurds. There we go. Moab Dom, knock him back, buddy. Knock him back. Get pad action happening here. Oh, no! I tried. Oh, dang. All right, we're wasting our money here. We gotta complete this. Oh, crap. Does that mean it's gone now? Oh, okay. That's no big deal. It's no big deal. What are we gonna do to pop this stuff? Let's just go for a quick tax zone. I think that's gonna be enough for us. Tax zone. Let's alchem. A little late here, but I think that's gonna be enough for us. Hopefully, we got enough stuff happening over here. We'll do the insta kill on the DDTs again. I'll hug one of the... Oh, we hugged both the Zone My Gods. And we're going to do the pad ability. Attack it all together, man. And then we take it down. All right. So, okay. It should be noted, Spirit of the Forest does have one weakness. the bad balloon. But 1.2 million pops, you can't lie, man. It wasn't like I did anything ridiculous with this thing. I just built him. And I didn't even support him with crazy things like overclocks and stuff like that. I just let him go to town. Now I'm wondering what happens if we overclock him. Oh, crap. I think it's going to be really hard to tell in free play here. But if I could, like, look at the pop count, I'd see it, like, doubling. I really want to test that out. I want to see if overclock and or alchemizing this guy would end up making him more powerful. I think that it wouldn't. But sometimes you just don't test things out all that often, you know? Like, it's hard to tell in a lot of situations unless you specifically go in sandbox mode and do, like, 2 videos right next to each other or 2 pop counts right next to each other and see which one's actually doing certain things. So, before I end this video, guys, I'm going to overclock this guy, but you might be hearing some dogs barking in the background. So I know that some people were saying that they liked hearing the puppies play in the background in one of my videos when I was complaining a little bit about the puppies. I don't think people like hearing them bark as much, but what I did was this is the first time I've ever done this. I opened up the window in the other room so my dogs could look out the window, and I thought that they would just kind of like enjoy looking out the window and looking at squirrels or dogs or whatever the heck they wanted to look at, but upsettingly, they bark at everything, and I think it was a huge mistake. The weird thing is Luna has never wanted to look out the window, ever, unless I'm literally outside, like, getting the mail or something like that. So here we go, let's overclock this Spirit of the Forest. Of course, we're expecting his regular attack to be multiplied, but does this make the vines do anything extra? I don't know, it's, like I said, hard to tell with this pop count. It looks like it's doing absurd quantities of something, but is it actually? I just don't know. I just don't know. Any which way, there it is, my friends. 106 with lots of abilities that could have kept me alive, but it's just not worth it. Spirit of the Forest, man. Spirit of the frickin' Forest. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, use my little Nexus code, and have a super duper delicious day.